Hi, it's Jenica here with Keller Williams Realty, and I'm excited to update you via video this month again. And today I'll share a little bit of my screen with you, so I'm excited to do that as well. I just wanted to update you on what's going on in the Stone Creek market right now. Right now, there are 3 homes for sale. There are 10 homes that sold in July. So a lot of times when we do these updates, it's for the month prior. And 12 homes are pending. The average days on market, so how long it takes from when you list your home to when it gets sold or you have an accepted contract, is typically about 14 days right now. And then the average price is $459,375. So we are seeing things very busy right now in the real estate market. It is important that you price your home correctly. And we are seeing, out of the number of homes that are pending, there's 13 pending homes right now in Stone Creek. 10 of those have multiple offers. So if you are thinking of selling, now could be a great time. Interest rates are super low. We had a client for a refinance that was quoted 2.25% for a 15-year. I have never seen those rates, and I've been in real estate since 2005. So that is what's driving the market right now. We are also seeing very low inventory, and we'll talk a little bit about that and just what's going on in general in the whole county. We're seeing very low inventory right now, and so that's what's driving things. Again, low interest rates, and so buyers are out there. There's just not a lot of inventory, and so that's what's kind of driving up that demand and causing sellers to get more higher amounts for their houses right now. So I'll show you a little bit, just in case you're wondering kind of how we sell homes during this time. It is a tricky time a little bit because of COVID. We are considered essential still, which is great. We do a really awesome virtual walkthrough that we'll show you. I'll share my screen in a second and show you that. So that's really helpful for people who are wanting to check out the home, but don't necessarily want to come in yet, if they're worried about COVID or anything like that. And so there are precautions in place that we take as real estate agents. All of our clients wear masks when they're in your home. If you choose to sell your home, if we're a listing agent, we'll make sure, or we'll work with you as a seller to make sure that the property is wiped down in between showing. So that's something that's important, and things that we're doing to try to keep everybody safe during this time. So I'll go ahead and show you that virtual walkthrough that I mentioned, and then I'll kind of go through some other stuff to show you what's going on in Sac County. One other thing I did want to mention, just to sidestep for a second, is that the garage sale, is scheduled for October. If at that time, like, schools are still closed and restaurants, you can't dine inside, and there's still restrictions, which I do feel like there will be, we are going to make the call and reschedule it for the spring, and we'll just play it by ear and wait until all restrictions are lifted. We just want to keep everybody safe. I know there's two different sides, and not everybody agrees on what's going on and whatnot, and we want to be make sure that it's the most successful turnout for everybody. So that's kind of the decision that we've made here, is just, if restrictions are lifted September 1, then we will go ahead with the October garage sale. And if they have not lifted, just out of precaution for everybody, we will cancel indefinitely until we know that everything's lifted, and hopefully try again next spring. So let me go ahead and share my screen and kind of show you that walkthrough. So it's a virtual walkthrough. This is something we do on all of our listings now during this time. We are seeing so many people come from the Bay Area now, because things are so much more affordable here. And we even have a client who, I believe his company is in the Bay Area, and he was just talking about how much rents have come down there because so many people are working from home right now. And so people are coming from there and buying here because it's so much more affordable. And guess what? If they don't have to commute, we know companies that are offering for their employees to work from home indefinitely. And it's just changing the way that we all, work, and how we are with our kids and everything, because, both parents might be home now and they're not commuting to work. And so it's just definitely a changing time in history. And so that is also helping drive prices in our area up, are those Bay Area transplants. So let me go ahead and show you this virtual walkthrough, which is really fun, kind of gives you a real feel on the house. So give me a second while I share my screen, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's see. So give me a second here. We'll go to that next. I just had it up. Okay, so this is a virtual walkthrough. Let me see if I can go back to the front of the house. Hold on. It doesn't go to the front, but it starts. This is the entrance to the house. So it kind of shows you this. You can look through every single room. So I'll kind of show you, follow these dots. And this is a property that we have for sale. We do have an offer on it in West Sacramento. You follow these dots and you can go into each room and see like, oh, I wonder what's back here. So you click these dots here and then you can look around the room. So it's different than some agents will do a virtual tour. So I guess this is called Matterport, where a virtual tour where there's just a slideshow of pictures, which I think is okay. Sometimes it's to music and different things, where this actually gives you a feel for a little bit, further into the home. You can look at every kind of crevice. You can walk over here. He doesn't go outside at this time. We do have outdoor pictures of this property. You can go here, kind of walk up the stairs, which is cool. So you just click on all these dots here and go up the stairs. And so it just gives people a feel of, let me get my other mouse. That's not the pad on my computer. It gives you a feel of the property and just allows you to kind of see, okay, that's where that is, or I wonder how this looks, and things like that. So that's cool, and it's a fun tool that we use just during this time as a seller sometimes too, especially if you're a high risk seller and want to consider selling in this market. You want as many people to kind of look at the pictures and go through this walkthrough before they even step foot in your house. So that's something fun that we do with all of our listings. We just wanted to show you that. And then I will show you a little bit just how the market overall is doing. So like I mentioned before, in Stone Creek, there's a ton of multiple offer situations, so that's really good as a seller if you're thinking of selling. The average days on market is low, and so that's good. There's only 3 listings, and so that's good. It's still super important that you price appropriately, that you stage your home if you're able to, and we can help with giving you ideas on that. We also work with an awesome stager, and also that the condition of the home, so deep cleaning, sometimes just new carpet and paint can do a wonder for like getting it ready for sale, and just because you just have that one shot to make a really good impression. And so although the market is, how we've said, like multiple offers, we're seeing a lot of properties go pretty quickly in 2 weeks on the market, it doesn't mean that you can just throw your house on the market. You won't get that attention, in my professional opinion, if you just put it on. There's things that you need to do or steps that you need to take to help you get the most bang for your buck and kind of capitalize on the way the market is right now. So just a few tips there. So this is all of Sacramento County. And so what we just want to look at, usually we do a monthly market update. So this just shows you the whole county. We can also probably look by zip code here, and it'll include, I might be able to, it's hard to include just Stone Creek, but we can include like the newer side of Rancho. I think I can do it by date, and then I can show you by year built, yeah. So this just shows you, the months of inventory. So months of inventory means how long would it take if no new homes came on the market to liquidate the current homes that we have on for sale. And so you can see in July last month, there's only 0.7 months of inventory. So that means in 21 days, all the homes that are on the market would be gone, and that's how long it would take for all of them to be sold. Versus you look at some of these other months over the past years, and over the past few months, sorry, over the last year, and the number has been higher. And so anything that's under like 3 months is considered a seller's market, like 5 to 8 months is considered a balanced market, and then anything over that is considered a buyer's market, because it really goes over like how many choices you have, right? And the more choices you have, the more it's a buyer's market, because they have more choices, and guess what? They can see that you won't sell your house for a certain price. They'll go to the house down the street that's for sale. So the higher inventory, typically the lower prices, because there's more choices for buyers and they can be picky. Where lower inventory, there's not as many choices. Buyers are competing, which then increases pricing. So if you look here too, hold on a second, let me move this part. Average price for sale and sold. Hold on, it's not liking my thing because I think I timed out. Sorry, just bear with me 1 second. Log back in. Technical difficulties. Basically, inventory is down. We've seen appreciation go up. So if you look at July to July, so year over year, we've seen appreciation happen about 8% this July versus last July. So that is a really good thing right now for the market. And that's what's allowing people to, we have a client who bought less than a year ago and is now selling and buying because the market has, given her that ability. So let me just go back here and go to trends and I'll show you, sorry about that glitch. Let me go back to the graph. So I hope the graphs are helpful too, so that you can just see it. Sometimes the visual is a little more helpful. So here you can see, this is the number of for sales, the light green, the dark green are sold, and then the red are pending, so pending properties. So you'll see this line is all the pending sales, back from May of 2019 to now. Here's where COVID hit, right in here. So we did see a decline of pendings, and then it's gone way up. And it's a lot more than it was in July of last year. So 1,615 homes went pending last July, and 1,838 homes went pending this July. So you'll see the inventory change down here is 45% lower. So inventory has gone down 45% if you look month over month. So just something to keep in mind. And you'll also see here the number of sold properties versus for sale. The number of solds are higher, which means we're absorbing them faster than there's not enough homes. So they're going off the market and they can't come on fast enough, basically. And so that's just something to look at. Average days on market right now is about 28 days. So again, in Stone Creek, it's a little different where we said, I think 14 days. And then this kind of shows you too the average price. So this is all Sacramento County. So we're at 471,000. And then like here in March, we were at 440. This is probably because of COVID, it dipped a tiny bit and then we've come back up. And then where we were last July was 436,000. So we've definitely seen an increase month over month, about 15% increase. And then let me see what that is. Current same time versus last year. Oh, average price. Sorry, that's the active price. Average sold price has gone up 8%. So year over year, we're up 8% if you look at the month of July. And that's typically a really busy month in real estate anyway. But the inventory is definitely a lot lower now than it was last July. So, 0.7 of a month, 21 days basically. And then last July, we were at like 1.3 months of inventory. So anyway, I hope that has been helpful for you. Let me check too, and I'll see if I can do the Rancho Cordova area just to give you, let's see, an idea. I might be able to do it. Let me see if it will only probably be helpful for you guys if I could do it by year built. Oh, and I can. So I'll do 2000 and newer, and then that will probably, I'm trying to think about other areas that are in this. There might be some that are obviously not in Stone Creek. I know the Anatolian, those subdivisions are all 95742. And so this should give you a little bit of an idea. It will also include Capitol Village, and those are a little bit smaller lots and not necessarily comparable, but let's just look at all of Rancho here, okay? All of Rancho built in 2000 or newer. So here you can see the inventory, again, very low. Sold prices. So the sold price is the red line. So we're at 418. Last July, we were at 407. Last month, it was, in June, it was 420,000. And then if we look at, hold on. If we look at for sale versus sold, these are the pending sales. So there's quite a few more pending in July than there were. And then here you'll see again on this graph, there's many more homes that have sold than are for sale. So there's not enough homes for sale. So if anybody you know in the area is thinking of selling, now could be the best time. We know that there are a number of people with unemployment and everything who have filed for forbearances and are able to, aren't making their mortgage payments and are getting helped out by the government right now, and that's great that they're able to do that. We anticipate that possibly this one thing's going. Let me go back to stopping the sharing. We are anticipating potentially in the fall that there might be more inventory, which could mean lower prices. We don't know for sure. It's hard. Sometimes people ask, when's the best time to sell? And we look at statistics and we'll show you what we can, but sometimes we know after the fact, wow, that was a great time to buy, or wow, that was a great time to sell. So all we can say is what we know right now. And right now, there's a lot of buyers out. Interest rates, I think I mentioned in the twos, which I've never seen low inventory. So for sellers, it's great. And for buyers, it's really affordable given those low rates. So we hope this has been helpful for you. As always, we want to be a resource for you. And we just hope you are enjoying your day. Take care.